I have one vortex question and one positive vortex statement. My question is this. In the vortex, can I experience my fantasy into reality? Specifically, having an encounter with an alien spaceship or an alien being? Or have I had that experience already by having praying mantises, hummingbirds flying around me? And if so, could I handle it?
Well, we're going to start first by saying that because the vortex is a vibrational place, because it's a vibrational experience, because it's an emotional experience, then anything that you tune to completely, you have the ability to see it. Jerry and Esther were talking about what they see when they're asleep. As they were sitting out on board the deck on the ship, looking out at the beautiful ocean yesterday, they were contemplating the amazing well-being that they were witnessing and talking about how, depending upon where you are standing at any point in time, you proclaim your degree of well-being that you are witnessing. Mm-hmm. And again, they were talking about the differences in perspectives and so on. And then they began thinking about the reality of it all. In other words, thinking about this Earth spinning in its orbit, thinking about how it got here, thinking about it in relationship with other planets or other galaxies, thinking about the bigness of all of it and the bigness of the consciousness that they are feeling. And then Esther began talking about how she cannot identify the place that Abraham comes from. We are placeless to her. We are non-physical, which means we are faceless and placeless to her. We are energy. We are focused energy. And then they began contemplating about maybe this whole planet and everything that they are seeing is actually an illusion, not really a manifestation, that is witnessed by a particular vibrational perspective. And we've been saying to you all for a long while that what you see with your eyes is a vibrational interpretation. What you smell is a vibrational interpretation. Everything about your physical senses, you're interpreting vibration. And as Esther sat there, she took hold of the bench she was sitting on and touched the rail of the ship that they were sitting near and looked at the massiveness of the ship and the metal and the realness of the water. And she said, it is really a stretch to accept that this is perspective, because it seems like it's reality that I'm observing, not perspective that I am part of the creation of. And then Jerry said, but what about in your dreams? You accept your dreams as something that isn't a reality, but what did you dream last night? And as Esther contemplates her dreams are full of as much motion and emotion and perspective and reality. She's touching and moving and feeling it. Her dreams are a sort of reality too, but she has trained herself not to believe in that reality as much as she believes in this reality. So what we're saying to you is that when you get into this vortex, anything that you have put there, the universal forces have the ability to gather the cooperative components in order to give you the experience, the life experience, the real experience that you are looking for. And in response to would you be able to handle it, the most important thing to understand is that since you put every component into your vortex, it's all there for you. And of course, not only will you be able to handle it, you would revel in it no matter what it is, you see. So the question again really is, am I in the vortex or am I not? When we talk about the frequency of your inner being and wanting to bring yourself to the frequency, you got to accept. In other words, we don't proclaim ourselves to be aliens from another planet, but we are certainly not physically focused upon the planet in which you dwell. In other words, we are not the extension of source energy that you all are. We are a different vibrational frequency. And for Esther to find us, she had to release enough resistance for a long enough period of time to tune into the frequency that is us, so that in real time she is receiving everything that we are and able to translate it into this physical time-space reality in a way that is meaningful for you. So when you think about it, it does not matter whether we, Abraham, are from another planet, or whether we are consciousness that is assembled in the ethers of that which you call your universe. We are collective consciousness that is gathered and perceivable and tunable, inable to. In other words, we are a signal that you can receive, and we are not the only signal in the universe that you can tune into. There are endless signals in the universe that you can tune into. Different frequencies. So when you say, well, I want to tune my vibration to the frequency, now what do you want? When you say, would I be able to handle it? Well, tune into the frequency of that which you want to align with. It's such an interesting thing. People tune into frequencies and create things they don't want. They have traffic accidents and they fall down and they trip over things and they develop cancer. They create all kinds of things that they don't want to be their reality because they are sloppy in the way they are assembling and projecting the vibrational frequency from their thought process, you see. And so when you say, can I handle it? We are assuming that you are intending to rendezvous with wisdom and with love and with collective consciousness that knows. And we promise you, the consciousness is there. We'll rendezvous with you. And it doesn't matter what label you give it. You will like it when you rendezvous.
Thank you. I appreciate that.